Happy new moon and happy Happy new moon and happy spring equinox. A new portal has just opened up and it is giving fresh new beginnings energy. So if you're feeling ready for some fresh new things to blossom into your life, if you feel like there have been some manifestations in the gestational period, they're in the vortex, they're bubbling away, and now you're feeling like, okay, I'm ready for them to show up into my 3D reality, then this is the video for you. And I'm going to be sharing with you multiple things that you can implement during this portal of new beginnings energy to leverage it rather than to just let this opportunity portal pass you by. So if you are ready for your manifestations to come into your life now, keep watching and make sure you take action on the things I share in this video. Things are coinciding in a wonderful way. So every month we have a new moon, which is the time when the moon is invisible to us, right? It's the time in the lunar phase where you can't even see the moon in the sky. And so every day after the new moon, you get to see more and more and more and more of the moon up until the full moon. And then it starts to wane again to the next new moon cycle. So every 28 days, we have a lunar cycle like this. And the energy of this day of the new moon is always about It's always a great opportunity for a fresh start. It's an opportunity for us to align with the moon energy and embrace the fact that we can have a fresh start right now, that the energy is refreshed each and every month. And so if you're into manifesting and leveraging not just your own physical 3D hard work, but you're also open to leveraging the energy around you, then why the heck not leverage the new moon energy, right? So it's a new moon and it's also the spring equinox here in the northern hemisphere of planet Earth. If you're on the southern hemisphere, I think it's the autumn equinox for you, right? Let me know in the comments if that's right. It must be. It must be. So either way, it is the beginning of a new season. I don't even need to tell you what spring means, right? But spring is filled with new beginnings, new growth, things that have been dormant starting to blossom. How could you embrace that energy in all areas of your life? What things have been dormant that are ready to blossom into your life? What things have felt like they've maybe even been lifeless, stagnant, not happening, not moving at all? And which of those things are you open to seeing growth in now? What projects have you been procrastinating on? What new habits, new things you want to try out in your life have just been on the back burner that you want to bring into your reality now? What next level of quality of life have you been maybe delaying because you haven't felt ready? Maybe some limiting beliefs have been getting in your way. You feel like perhaps you're not deserving of it. Maybe you've been allowing toxic, negative people to manipulate you and make you think that you're not ready or telling you why you're not good enough. Are you ready now? Are you open now to letting go of those old things that have been perhaps blocking you from stepping into a new chapter of your life that is more happy, more blessed, more abundant, more prosperous, more luxurious? And you can interpret my words to mean materialistic things or not. It's entirely up to you and the kind of life that you want to manifest for yourself. But translate it into your own vision in your mind. What is your definition of your 10 out of 10 life? What would make you happy? Not what your followers on social media would think, not what your mum or dad would approve of, but what's your definition? What lights up your soul? What if it was just you having a moment of reflection? If you were somewhere, if you were just dropped into that reality now and you were to look around you, where would that be, that reality where you're like, this is it. This is me living my best life. What does that look like to you? And now bringing it back to this season that we're in, combining the new moon energy in March with the new fresh season of spring, you have a choice to make this moment in time means something. Because there's also a lot of people, by the way, where they won't embrace this new energy and they'll just let today be the same as any other day. And not much is necessarily going to change if that's the case. So what can we do? I've written down some notes here. What can we do to make the most of this fresh start energy when it comes to manifesting our 10 out of 10 life? Number one is create the space for the new. As you say goodbye to things that aren't going to serve you in your next chapter, thank them. Have a heart of gratitude as you declutter your home, as you let go of old habits or old vices. Let these things go with a grateful heart rather than a guilty heart or a resentful heart or a frustrated heart or a desperate heart, okay? Fill your body with gratitude while you set the intention to declutter and create and create space in your physical space, but also in your mental space and emotional space for new beginnings. So like I said, it could just mean literally going around your house and letting go of any objects, any clothes, any things, any clutter that isn't going to serve a purpose for you where you are going. That 10 out of 10 version of you, that next chapter that you're ready to step into, this new season of your life. If you continue to allow yourself to be surrounded by things that are actually dragging you backwards, that actually maybe, and by the way, if you want to hold on to certain items because they make you truly happy and they bring you a sort of nostalgia or feeling of safety, like that's nice and you can do that. I'm not saying you have to get rid of everything, but I'm sure you know what I'm talking about when there's those things in your life where actually they are serving no purpose to you whatsoever, but you've just kind of been avoiding or procrastinating clearing that space. Now is the time to do that. Take a moment and imagine and visualize how you are going to feel when you have created space. How refreshing does that feel and does that sound, by the way? You're creating space in your life for new things to come in. It might be that you're literally getting rid of old new clothes to allow new clothes to come in. It might be that you're getting rid of old clutter in your workspace or in your living space to allow those spaces to be more peaceful, more focused, more productive. Maybe if you're calling in a new person into your life, a new significant other in your life, clear out a whole set of drawers so that their stuff can be in your drawers when they move in. You know, you're priming your space and setting the intention for these new beginnings to have the space for something to come in. My camera died. We continue. We move forwards. So our physical environment is often described as a reflection of our internal world. If we have a lot of chaos and noise and stress and clutter in our mind, or if we're dragging a lot of old energy, beliefs, limitations, excuses, old habits, negative energy, if we're dragging a lot of that internally, then when we see our physical space, it's often a reflection of the chaos that might be going on internally. But also it works the other way as well. And that's where feng shui and these different practices that are all to do with creating a positive environment, that's all to do with the idea that the external world or the environment that you live in is also continuously impacting you, right? Because you're living in that energy, you're seeing that space around you, and therefore it affects your mood, it affects your energy, it affects how you feel, your vibration and your focus, right? If you ever feel like you change locations, you go on holiday, you go into a house that is just so inspiring and it literally changes and affects your mood. Decluttering your physical space helps you to create space for new, not just on a physical level, but energetically as well, because that is what it is saying to you. That is what you are seeing as you go about your life. Another declutter technique, which is totally to do with your energetics is you can focus on prioritizing doing energy clearing meditations at the moment. I have several on my YouTube channel. I'll include them in the description below. And essentially these are about using your breath, connecting to the light of the universe and allowing it to wash through you. And it helps guide you to release any areas in your body, in your physical body, where you're holding on to emotion, because we do often hold a lot of emotion, a lot of trauma in our body. And so now is a really great time to dedicate some time, some focus to releasing those energetic blocks. Breathwork is another fantastic one. I'll post the link to my favorite breathwork meditation that's on YouTube in the description below as well. Another thing that is helping me so much at the moment, and I think I'm going to dedicate a whole video to this as well, is to become very good at listening to the fears that come up in your own mind as you are growing, as you are moving forward. Simple exercise you can do is declare to yourself what your new chapter is, what you want to create, what you want to manifest. Come up with a simple plan, and odds are there is something in your life where you actually know what you need to do to move forwards. Even if maybe you've been telling yourself you don't know what to do, or that you're not ready, or that you don't have time, or you don't have the skills, or you're not good enough, or whatever you've been telling yourself, odds are there's actually something in your life where you know that if you just did something consistently and kept it really simple, that your life would change. Am I right? Is there something you can think of right now where that's the case? So if you decide to yourself, right, new chapter, here's the plan, and I'm going to start now. Big gulp, right? What? You actually want me to start now? So here's the next step. Once you've done that, listen then to the fears that come up for you. They might be subtle. You might be sort of walking along feeling like, okay, so I've recently just declared that I'm going to enter this exciting new chapter in my life. I'm ready to start being consistent with my health at the gym, or I'm ready to be consistent with the content that I post on social media, or I'm ready to turn my part-time side hustle business and start treating it like a full-time business so that I can let go of my job when the time is right. Like, listen then to the fear that comes up, or feel it, and just sit with it. It may be really subtle. And what I've been doing is asking myself, okay, Lucie, what is this fear about? What is the thing that I'm actually scared of here? What does it sound like? And question where that fear is coming from. And ask yourself, whose voice is that? Or is this actually valid? Or question it, like, does this need to be true? What's the best that could happen? Even if this were to play out, would I be able to handle that potential scary thing that might unfold if I follow through with my plan, when I follow through with my plan? So then be there to support yourself. This is what I've been doing. With anything that I'm feeling that fear about with regards to my next level in life, I'm supporting myself through doing a few things. Empowering myself with self-talk, where I'm telling myself that I can do this, that I am strong enough, that I've got what it takes, that I'm doing a really good job. Lucie, you're doing such a great job. You know that you can absolutely do this. Don't forget how powerful you are, Lucie. Lucie, you know how incredibly valuable you are. You know what an incredible impact you're making and you are capable of making. You know that it's safe for you to expand to that next level, don't you? You know that you're ready to expand to that next level, don't you? So I speak to myself in the way that I would love, probably somebody else to speak to me, but we may or may not have someone on call, on demand, to comfort us and support us and empower us at all times. But we are with ourselves 24 hours a day, so we can call upon ourselves to give that empowering self-talk to ourselves. So empowering self-talk, affirmations, reminding yourself that it's safe to move forward and safe to grow. Because another thing is that sometimes our mind just sends us a fear signal with regards to absolutely anything that is new, different, outside of our comfort zone, or that's going to lead to us growing and expanding. And a lot of manifestation is all about how to grow, how to expand, how to call new things into our life, right? But our very brain instinctively, for survival, is wired to fear anything that is unfamiliar, different, expansion, or outside our comfort zone, or doing anything that's new. Why? Because of millennia ago, when we knew that if we were familiar with this piece of land and we knew that there was no danger in this piece of land, we evolved to stay in that piece of land where it's safe. And we also had a survival part of our brain that would make us fear going into the unknown, to protect us from the unknown, to protect us from the lions or whatever, So don't be surprised when your own brain flares up feelings of fear when you're about to embark on a new chapter. The only question is, are you going to allow that natural, automatic, instinctive fear response to continue to stop you from growing or expanding or chartering new territories in your life? Be your own nurturing system to calm your nervous system down, to remind yourself that actually I am in a safe position, to remind yourself that you are safe. And that way, when you enter your next level, when you manifest your next level, you're going to be manifesting it on strong foundations, not shaky ones, where then as soon as one little thing maybe that wasn't part of your plan happens, then everything comes crashing down because you weren't feeling ready, strong, supported, right? Prepare your vessel for your new chapter. Listening to fears that come up and then supporting yourself like a loving mother to a scared child, or a protective father to a scared child, is one of the best manifestation gifts that you can give yourself. And then last but not least, something else that you can do to maximize and leverage this new moon energy is join me for a live new moon and spring equinox ceremony, which is going to be taking place at 4 p.m. UK time on March the 21st, which is Tuesday, March the 21st. It's going to be taking place on my YouTube channel in the Transformation Tribe members area. So that Transformation Tribe area is specifically for people who really are dedicated to their growth on a deep level. They want to deep dive into longer sessions with me. Into every single month, I actually do a live event in the Transformation Tribe area where we do a lot of transformational stuff. And so anyone who joins the Transformation Tribe, you'll get access to this new moon spring equinox ceremony, but also instantly you'll get access to the entire library of courses, masterclasses, and past live transformational events, which are all saved there. You'll get access to all of it. So you can have a total binge on loads of really transformational, personal developmental, life-changing content. So the details to join the Transformation Tribe are in the description below. All you need to do is click on the link, choose Transformation Tribe as the level. And once you've signed up, then when you return to my YouTube channel at 4 p.m. UK time on the 21st of March, or even any time after that, you will be able to see the new moon ceremony in the members only section of the videos. So I hope you got lots of good things from this video. Let me know which ones really spoke to you. Let me know, out of all the things that I shared, what you're going to actually implement and take action on. Because remember, it's not just to do with the moon. It's not just to do with a new season. Our life won't necessarily just change just because spring's in the air now, okay? It's about what we choose to do to leverage this new season in our life. That's what leads to making the most of while we are here on this planet. So let's maximize our life. Let's live it all, right? Let's wear this life out. Let's fill it with as much experience growth, transformation, and abundance as we possibly can. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, make sure to hit the subscribe button and ring my bell so that you never miss another video. Can't wait to see you on the next one. Happy, fresh new start. I love you. You're safe and supported. You've got this. Till next time. Bye.